All right, guys, welcome. Thank you for joining the No1 podcast. I am your host, Coach Jake. And it is Wednesday. It is the 18th of May. So, what's up? Weather's nice. I had Omicron back, it was in February. And in the span of literally, I dropped down. What's up, Kaiju Wrecking Machine? Good to see you, bro. I dropped down at the end of Omicron. I got down to 177 pounds. I was skin and bone. But I think it's been 10 weeks, or maybe it's 12 weeks. Has it been that long? I think it might be 10 weeks since I had COVID, the dreaded COVID, and CWO, bro. That's it. Catch world order. So it's been about 10 weeks or so since I had the Omicron strain of COVID. I mean, it kicked my ass. It's like a flu, man. It was brutal. One of the worst headaches I've ever had. What's up, Facebook user? You must have a private setting because I can't see your name. But what's up? So, I dropped down to 177 pounds. Within 10 weeks, I'm already back up to 207. Quality muscle. I take my little pictures on Instagram. So if you're on Instagram, I share them. I think they trickle through to Facebook as well. I do not post those on LinkedIn. Sorry, people. Mirror selfies. I try to keep that for the personal accounts. Anyway, I am so slammed. I talk about this, and my guy Grant Cardone talks about this, that you should try to have no white space on your calendar. That you should be so busy you don't know what day it is. You should be so busy that you are running from appointment to appointment. And that is truly how I live my life. Oh, what's up, Keith? What's up, dude? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you have your account on private. That's the only thing I could figure out. I had that happen with somebody yesterday as well. Anyway, glad to see you, dude. Super stoked. Thank you for joining. Glad to have you in on the conversation. And I gained back all that weight. But anyway, I'm so slammed today. I literally have, I have 15 minutes. Then I got to jump on a meeting. And then I got to go and jump on another meeting. And then I think I got to go pick up my kids. Then coaching tonight. Hopefully closed a deal for 25 grand today. So fingers crossed. Life is good. Hustling. That's why I'm making those deals like that, right? So anyway, I want to talk today about optimism. If you're ever planning on going into business for yourself, you have to be an optimist. In fact, I would argue that optimism precedes entrepreneurial activity, right? You're not gonna go and do a whole venture if you think the world's ended tomorrow, or you think you're gonna fail. That's right. You're not gonna go get into a grappling match, wrestling match, a fight to lose. You're going to win. I hope. Jesus Christ, unless you're a weird masochist or something, that's fine. But we're concerned with winning and succeeding and actually achieving our goals and finishing the mission that we set for ourselves. And you have to be an optimist. Okay. Even myself, like I wrote a book in 2011 predicting the collapse of the United States as we know it, sometime between 2025 and 2030. Sure as hell looks like we're on track. Now some people, that's so bad. No, man, I'm what I call an apocalyptimist. I took optimist and apocalypse. I'm an apocalyptimist, man. Because guess what? as soon as this shit show outhouse goes up in flames, man, we could build something better. But that's because I saw a meme today. Russell Brunson said that something like, that you're an entrepreneur if you take personal responsibility for solving a problem. I like that definition too. So if and when, I'm very confident, but anything could happen. They could pull out a Hail Mary and my book could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure everything I laid out in that book in 2011, Endonomics, you can go get it on Amazon if you want. End, like economics, but I put end instead of ek. Endonomics. It's a portmanteau. That's what that's called in English. Yeah. So I'm an optimist, man. It's totally crucial. You have to believe that things are going to get better. Now, sometimes that change is slow. You can look at the progress of human history, right? For thousands of years, it was pretty slow relative to the last 100 years. 100 years ago, people were shitting in outhouses still, like on the regular, in the freezing cold, wiping their ass with a corn cob or something. You know what I mean? Or the Sears catalog. And inside of 100 years, man, we've got 2-day shipping. You can fly around the world, supersonic jets, satellites, got the world's information in your fingertips, on your cell phone. Sitting here communicating like this is crazy, man. 100 years. Now, that's super fast progress, right? Super fast innovation technology. But for a long time, it was a slow, gradual climb until we hit that hockey stick, and the curve went exponential. So is that you again, Keith? Am I coming to V10? I'm not coming to V10. I am going to. I've got my catch wrestling training camp that is up in Westminster. I think we are on our 3rd week of an 8-week training camp. So if you're interested, hit me up. Come on out. All the V10 guys, hit up Coach Earwood. He can hook up the details for you. You're welcome to come out, get some gnarly catch wrestling training. Make sure. Last year, the last camp I ran, we had to have the puke buckets. I think 2 guys puked on the first day of practice. So just so you know, okay, be in shape. Well, you don't have to be in shape, but we're going to get you in shape and we're going to get you there quick. Anyway, so yeah, man, you got to be an optimist. You have to have an eye towards. Now, this is important too, right? Because you've got to be able to have goals. A goal is you want to get somewhere, and it's probably an improvement. Otherwise, you just stay where you're at. So you've got to be optimistic if you're going to be getting your goals. Not just setting your goals, but getting your goals. Right? Keith, what's he saying? Hey, dang, yeah, it's Keith. I want to get with you as well as for my business and nonprofit. Just send me a DM or something, dude. Let's hook it up. I'll send you my my Calendly link, and we can connect on there, get on the phone or whatever, and hit out the details. So I'd love to talk to you. So yeah, guys, and listen, I'm gonna jump on and jump off. I literally have 5 minutes here, and then I got to go. But you have to be an optimist. You have to be. And it's funny. I actually had a. Hey, what's up, Mason? Good to see you, dude. So the weirdest thing. I'll tell you a story. My wife and I, we entertain from time to time. We had a bunch of her friends over from her gym, and she had all these people over, and we have a great group of friends. And they invited this new girl over, and she came over, and she was cool, when she first shows up, but kind of negative. That was my first clue. Started telling everybody, what's wrong with them. It's like, nobody fucking asked you in the first place. And you're bringing down the party vibe, man. Nobody gives a shit. Now, I understand it because as we got to know her, she'd been in and out of psychiatric wards and all this kind of stuff. So that's what people had done to her. And that's how she got socialized, and she thought that's what you do. Okay? So I'm not saying it was cool. I'm saying I understand it. Still was awful to experiment. but experience. But nonetheless, as the night went, it just got worse and worse, and she kind of started getting confrontational. It's a party. We're trying to just enjoy ourselves, have a good time, and, enjoy each other's company and stuff. And we sit down and start having a philosophical kind of talk about these things, which is what I do. And came down to it. I said, look, I think we're going to have to agree to disagree. I'm an optimist. Oh, you would have thought I would have said something bad. She lost her shit. Oh, freaks out. Like, I got to go. I got to get out of here. I'm like, whoa, dude, I'm just an optimist, man. I didn't say I was a Scientologist or something. So, yeah, just kidding. I like Scientologists. I think they're cool. But you got to be optimistic about life, man. You got to be optimistic. Okay? Oh, what's up, Danielle? What you got to say? Optimism is important in all aspects of life. It is. If you're not an optimist, you're never going to do anything. So you can kind of see the people in your life that are not optimists. Okay? It's not your job to convert them to the religion of optimism. It's not a religion. It's just a point of view. It's a perspective that life is going to be better. Okay? Doesn't mean it's always going to be better. And sometimes there's fucking curveballs, right? Shit comes through, random ass stuff. But it's optimism that helps you get over those curveballs. And a lot of it is just by keeping your mind on positive things. So, today I was working on a business deal, I was talking, and, I've been a coach for a long time in business and in sports, athletics and whatnot. And I told him, my coaching style is I like to coach to people's strengths and I like to focus on wins. It doesn't mean I ignore people's weaknesses or ignore the lessons learned from failure. But I like to keep my mind on the wins. I like to keep my mind on the goals, on where I want to go and not what I fear or what I've done wrong. Now, it's important I think a big thing about that that's important is that when you have an optimistic mindset and you keep your mind on the wins, good to see you, Danielle. Thank you for popping in. But when you keep your mind on the wins and you keep your mind on that kind of stuff, when you do have the hiccups, when something happens to you or you mess up and fail, you don't take it as a heavy burden. You take it just as a lesson. I either win or I learn, right? Isn't that the thing that goes around, that phrase now? I either win or I learn. All true learning comes from failure. This is the huge disservice, in my opinion, massive. This is such a giant fuck up from the public education system that it's bad to get an F. Now, I think you should be giving out different terms like L, like lazy. Are you lazy? A Q, are you a quitter? An N, are you negative? Are you lame? Does nobody enjoy your, or how about a C, but C means not average, means complainer. Maybe that should be a W for whiner. So it's important to manage your mind. Okay. This is really, to me, like we should be teaching meditation in schools. The Dalai Lama says something like, if we taught all the children in the world how to meditate, we'd have world peace within a generation. Something like that. I believe that. But to me, the skill of meditation, I literally have to jump off in 1 minute. I have a 1:45 appointment. To me, the important point about meditation is training the mind with single-minded focus. So, for example, the way I came up in meditation, I learned Zen, Zazen, in the Rinzai tradition. And we would sit there with our eyes gently open, legs crossed, hands folded in our lap for a half hour or more, depending on the situation of what we were doing. But we'd sit there and just focus on our breath. And what you would notice is your mind wandered. Oh, thinking about groceries, thinking about this girl, thinking about an homework assignment, whatever. And you go, oh shit. And then have to bring it right back, your attention. And after a while, it's like any muscle, you develop this strength of single-minded focus so you don't get pulled off things. And now you can aim it at things like optimism to keep you on track, right? So, guys, speaking of staying on track, I'm going to jump off here. I want you guys to hit me up. If I can help you in your business, I can help you with grappling or fitness stuff. You know, I'm the guy behind the mace bell, created the whole, not only invented the device made out of steel and marketed the dimensions, the nomenclature, the training modalities, revived and revitalized an entire sport that had been dead for 100 years, catch, can, wrestling, grappling, made it relevant for the modern martial artist. And then, of course, Thales.com, Thales Coaching, sorry. So check it out, man. Also, doing the Denver 10X Business Bootcamp as a 10X certified coach, teaching the Grant Cardone material here in Denver, 3 days. It's going to be like 18 hours or something crazy, plus all my crazy guests that I got coming that have been on the GrowthCon stage. Okay, some big hitters. You don't want to miss it, man. Best way, 3 days. It's like an accelerator. It's like an MBA in a weekend. Sales, marketing, and scaling. How to make more money. It works, dude. 10xdenver.co. Go check it out. Get your tickets. VIPs, you buy a ticket, your first 5, you get a whole month of one-to-one coaching with me. Even if you get executive, you get a whole month of group coaching with me. So, all right, guys, I got to roll. My calendar is full. I'll hit you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Make the most of it, okay?